We also have our scholars here.
Yes,
So,
of course.
Okay, so
Alam nyo, dati ganyan kami, mga bata kami.
hanggang ngayon, ikaw,
Hanggang ngayon, bata
speak
pa
for
din
yourself.
kami.
Speak for yourself.
Alright,
Hindi.
I'm Jay Layog. I'm from batch 1992. Alright, palakpakan naman yung apat na batch 1992. Ayun, apat lang kami, ha?
Kasama ako doon.
Kasama ka doon.
And I'm PG Gala, also from batch 1992. So do the
Alright.
math. Econ kayo.
Okay. Natutuwa kami, nakikita namin kayo.
Yeah.
Batang-bata.
Parang asama ng...
I mean,
Natutuwa ka nakita ng bata.
Wala pa silang kulubot sa mukha.
Speak for yourself also.
Okay. Alright. Okay, PG, it's a long night.
I know. Actually, we're so glad that tuloy na finally. Congratulations, Paolo. I know that it was very stressful. We were supposed to schedule 3 weeks ago, but because we had that storm, so finally we're
Yes.
here. But parang, I don't know, this time of the year, this season, ano?
Sobrang maulan.
At madaming bagyo at unos na tayong nararanasan.
At ang daming baha.
Baha! Ay,
Baha
nako. Oo,
Alright.
ito. So,
Okay, siguro yung music, babaan natin kasi kakanta na kami ni PG. Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome, of course, to our annual homecoming here
Yes.
at the UP School of Economics.
So, we do this every year, no? So, when was our last? We were back actually to 2000 and
92 plus 25
Grabe.
is,
Yeah.
we did that.
But it's always nice to come home. Actually, I always remember, I always credit one of the happiest time of my life was within these walls sa UP Econ.
That's right.
I'm not kidding. I'm not
Okay,
kidding.
alright. I'm still hearing music. Boss, may speech tayo mamaya.
Yeah.
Maybe you can cut down the
No,
music.
straight.
Hindi ko madinig sa gilid ko.
Tingin ka lang.
It's an old age thing. Okay. Alright, PG, we have a long program today.
Yes.
Ayun, nawala na yung music.
Oo nga,
Ay,
shit.
salamat.
Hindi na tayo sumisigaw.
Oo.
Well, anyway, there are food cards outside. So, there are cheese sticks. Kailangan ko na magsalami.
Cheese sticks.
Cheese sticks. And a mobile bar, courtesy of Diageo, bottle selling, at special. Ano mo ang ganda nun? I mean,
Yung
I was
food
being
na
offered.
door.
I was being offered a gift idea.
Yes.
Bottles that are engraved and a nice nung box. So, it's a
That's
gift
right.
idea. So, if you want, they will engrave it on site and you will get it today.
For
before
free.
The engraving is free.
The engraving is free. But the
yeah.
bottle is...
The bottle, may mga price list sila. Iba-iba
Okay.
Iba-iba eh. So,
Alright.
may singleton, nakita ko. So, I'm
Okay.
interested in that.
Magkano
So,
yun?
1.7.
1.7.
750 ml.
Okay, very
meron pang,
cheap.
Meron pang free na glass na engraved rin.
Oh, wow.
At
Okay,
so,
okay.
sulit na. So, it's a very
Okay.
nice gift. So, if you're interested, you can, it's just outside.
Alright.
Also, there's Gallery Joaquin. So, how do you pronounce this?
Which
So,
one?
ito.
Siyempre, may salamin tayo, hindi natin mabasa. Which one?
No, yan, hindi ko na alam. Well, anyway,
Okay.
they have, they're also offering the commemorative artwork entitled Diliman Life. Actually, ang cute
Yes.
niya. So, you can
They
also...
are here, right?
Nandito
Are they
ba?
the ones here?
Yes, I think so. And
Yeah.
then there's also art prints outside. And then part of the proceeds of the sale will go to batch 2000 fundraiser project. So,
Okay.
Mamaya siguro explain.
Why don't we acknowledge the batch that is hosting
Yeah.
us now?
Yeah, the batch is here on table 3.
All right.
Yay!
Okay, let's call Paolo. Please stand up. Thank you for
Thank you,
organizing.
oo nga.
Paolo
Thank you.
Azurin, hindi na ho yan natutulog ng isang buwan.
Kanina nga nakita ko siya parang hindi siya mapakali, di ba?
Oo,
But
buti lang,
we
walang
understand.
bagyo.
We understand.
All right.
So, are we all here? Lahat na ba pumasok?
Oh, we're good to start. Pwede na.
Pwede na.
Okay.
Ayan. Lahat na ba medyo nakakain na ng mga pika-pika? Sana dahil magsisimula na tayo.
Yes. PG, how do you feel that you're back in Econ?
Actually, sa totoo lang ha, I mean...
Hindi, kahit hindi totoo.
sige,
How do you
magsisinungaling na ako.
How do you feel looking at this auditorium?
I feel nostalgic and I feel great. I always like doing this. I'm very active in the mga trustees
Yes.
na ganon, di ba? I'm part of and this one and also for Nowhere to Go But Up. And I like doing this because I really am grateful for UP.
Right.
I really am grateful for UP. And when I come back, it's like coming home and it's like an opportunity to give back. Kasi alam mo, nung panahon natin, ngayon nga ng tuition, di ba? So, you're very lucky. Pero tayo I remember when we were freshmen, magkano tuition mo?
Ako, 50 pesos per month.
Bakit?
Ay, per month, per semester.
Bakit ang mura na
Kasi
sa'yo?
yung nanay ko ay registrar.
Sa nursing.
Yes, registrar
Ako,
siya. The UP
2,000
Manila.
pesos for the SEM.
Yes.
So, kayo, Paolo, magkano? 5,000.
5,000. Ang ating scholars, wala na.
Wala na.
Tama.
Pero, nung time na 2,000 tayo, yung ating kapitbahay, mga 30,000. Nung
Ang
time na.
BA.
Hindi, ang kapitbahay.
Ateneo.
University.
Okay. Alright.
Diba? Mura pa rin.
Okay.
Okay,
Alright.
so I love coming back and I see that our home is being renovated.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to that.
After so many years, no? Bago ulit.
Bago ulit,
Hopefully.
we were going to have a 4th floor.
Right.
I miss the org room.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's gonna be returned dun sa bagong space. So,
Okay, alright.
we're looking forward. Nakita ko yung design ang ganda.
Ang ganda.
Maganda
Okay.
talaga.
And for the youngsters, si PG is the muse of the UP basketball team.
Hindi ako muse.
Ha? Muse.
Hindi
Muse
ako-
yan.
Hindi.
O sige, Tita Muse.
Tita Muse.
Alright? Tita Muse.
I am part of, I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
I'm part of Nowhere to Go But Up Foundation. So we were the ones who
Yan. Nung panahon na nag-take
we were the
over,
crazy fools that when we were 0-14 sa basketball,
Yes.
we decided to, we had it.
Yes.
We don't
But-
want to lose anymore.
but
Not
it was-
because, so we said, kahit 0-14 yan, tataya tayo.
It was
now we
also during our time that we had Ronnie Magsanok and Benji Paras.
hindi ko na,
During our
alam mo,
time.
kasi 88 ako dito.
88 din naman ako eh.
Eh, bakit 86 sila nag-champion
Hindi,
eh?
nakikita natin sila sa Econ.
Yes, right. When we were
Nag-aaral sila
freshmen in here, nakikita ko si Benji,
Benji.
and Ronnie na they're taking their classes.
That's right. Na hindi
Parang
kasha.
unmistakable kasi parang sila mga higante dumarating.
Okay.
eh.
Okay. I think, Peach, we spent
I
a
hear,
lot of time.
Diba?
Alright.
Wala. Sige, wala
Okay,
pa.
we spent a lot of time already. I think we can start with the program.
Yeah,
Yes.
we'd like to welcome, we would like to ask Dean Joy.
To give the welcome remarks, wala pa pala. So we need to crack some jokes.
Ikaw na lang.
Okay. And we
Siguraduhin
can
mong matawa
crack the
ako,
jokes on them.
Oh.
All right. Okay.
Well, Dean Joy? Dean Joy is here na? Okay. Kay
Oh,
Dean Joy kasi
Alright.
kumakain.
Okay. Alam mo, ginugutom natin sila eh.
Bakit?
Hindi, kailangan na tayong kumain. Alright.
Hindi,
With that,
mamaya na.
Hindi,
Kumakain
sabi
lang
mo.
or dinner na muna.
Dinner na muna. Alright. Okay. We're getting some instructions, no? Because
Wala pa si Dean Joy eh.
pwede na.
Okay.
Alright.
Sige. So, there's a change of plans.
Mamaya-
Tama ka nga.
Mamaya ho, we will acknowledge each one of you, no? We're reserving that for Dean Joy.
Yeah, but
To say
in
it.
the meantime, ito na yung pinaka-important na part.
Ito na.
Ito na ang ito lahat ang pinakakaabangan
Ng
na
lahat.
announcement ng lahat. Everyone is looking forward to this. Dinner is open.
Open. All right.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
please enjoy the buffet dinner and we will be back in a while.
And
Alright.
to entertain us while we're having dinner is Helena. Where's Helena? Helena ba? Helena?
Okay.
So, it's up there. The buffet is at the back. So, you
Please
can...
don't shy.
Don't be shy. Diba? Just stand up and
Alright.
take
Thank you,
and then
Paolo, for the
we
dinner.
will, thank you, Paolo. And then we will see you in a few minutes.
Yes.
Thank you.
But we can sing.
Ito na. Baka mawalan sila ng gana.
Ito na pala. Singer. All right.
Thank you. Helena.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Helena.
Helena.
You don't look like a Helena.
It's a band. The
Ah,
singer.
alright.
This is Heleno.
Heleno.
Heleno. Okay.
Even the singer is not Helena. So why Helena?
It's a band name. It's a band name.
So bakit? Sino? Nanay inyo? Helena? Why? You just liked Helena?
One time you woke up.
First crush mo, Helena? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng Helena? Shiny?
Shining. Shining light.
Ang nagbibigay po ng liwanag.
Oh,
Okay.
yun. Nabibigay
Ladies
ng
and
liwanag.
gentlemen, to give us
To give us light.
Okay.
Helena.
Helena.
check.
Low. Low.
Hey, check, check.
Baby, let's cruise.
Away from here.
Don't be confused.
The way is clear.
And if you want it, you got it forever.
This is not a one night stand. Oh, baby.
So let the music take your mind. Just realize that you will find you're gonna fly away. Now you're going that way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is made for love. Music is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. Baby, tonight
Belongs to us.
everything right.
Do what you must, and inch by inch we get closer and closer
To every little part of each other. Oh, baby. So let the music take your mind. Just release and you will find you're gonna fly away. And you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is made for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together.
cruise with me, baby.
Baby, let's cruise.
Let's flow, let's glide.
Let's open up.
And go inside.
And if you want it, you got it forever.
I could just
Stay here beside you. I love you, baby. So let the music
take your mind.
just release it. You'll find you're gonna fly away. Glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is played for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together. You're gonna fly away. Glad you're going that way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is played for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when I love it, I love it, I love it. Cruise with me, baby.
Hey everyone, good evening. We are Helena and we would like to give you some music while you're having dinner. We're gonna play some classics from 80s to 90s. Not a parking lot is empty. Everyone's gone someplace. I pick you up in a trunk out back, cooler in a two-day suitcase. 'Cause there's a place we like to drive way out in the country, 5 miles out of the city limit. We're singing and your hands up on my knee. So we're okay, we're fine. Baby, I'm here to stop your crying. Chase all the ghosts from your head. I'm stronger than a monster beneath your bed. I'm smarter than a tricks played on your heart. Look at them together, it'll take them apart. Adding up the total number of that's true. Multiply life by the power of 2. You know the things that I am afraid of, I'm not afraid to tell. And if we ever leave a legacy, it's that we love each other well. I've seen the shadows of so many people trying on the treasures of you. Loud and fancy and fast and in a fatal crash. And I'm glad we got off to tell you the truth. So we're okay. don't you ever forget the still bars between me and a promise suddenly bent within. Closer I found in love to you, the closer I am to free. So we're okay, we're fine. Baby, I'm here to stop your crying. Chase all the ghosts from your head. I'm stronger than a monster beneath your bed. I'm smarter than a trick's played on your heart. Look at them together, it'll take them apart. Adding up the total of all of that's true. Multiply life by the power of two. Thank you so much.
When you're down and troubled and you need a helping hand, and nothing, oh nothing is going right. Close your eyes and think of me, and soon I will be there to brighten up even your darkest night. You just call my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be there, yes I will. You've got a friend. If the sky above you should turn dark and full of clouds, and the old north wind should begin to blow, keep your head together and call my name out loud. Soon I'll be knocking upon your door. You just call out my name, and you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, fall, all you have to do is call, got a friend. You've got a friend. You've got a friend. Thank you so much. Little check.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do stars fall down from the sky every time you walk by? Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair of gold and starred in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. On the day that you were born, the angels got together and decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in your hair of gold and starred in your eyes of blue. That is why all the girls in town follow you all around. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Just like me, they long to be close to you. Close to you. next to you.
After you go, I can catch up on my reading. After you go, I've a lot more time for sleeping. When you're gone, looks like things are gonna be a lot easier. Life will be a breeze, you know. I really should be glad that I'm blue. Saturday said, you're the only light in this empty room and separate. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. After you go, I'll fill up more room in my closet. After you go, I'll say I don't know if I feel like it. When you're gone, I can't run through the house screaming, and no one will ever hear me. I really should be glad that I'm blue and blue. Saturday said, you're the only light in this empty room and separate. Life without you is gonna be blue. I don't have no list, no TV show. I can start my whole life over, change the numbers on my telephone, but the nights will never shorter, and I'm blue and blue. Saturday said, you're the only light that saves the room separate. Life without you is gonna be bluer than blue. Bluer than blue. Thank you so much. We're going down to our last two songs para po sa aming first set. Check, check, check.
And it's time to like to play a song from the 90s. So open up your morning light, say a little prayer for life. We'll not if we are to stay alive. See the peace in every eye. say a little prayer for us. You know that if we are to stay alive, see the look in every eye. Once again, we are Helena, and this will be our last song for this set. Ayan, meron pa po kami mamaya. At sana mamaya, pagbalik namin, maraming makikanta, makijam dito sa stage. Bawat batch, dapat may representative para masaya. Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you. Caught up in circles, confusion is nothing new. Flashback to warm nights almost left behind. Suitcase of memory. Time after, sometimes you picture me. I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me. I can't hear what you've said. And you said, go slow, I'll fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Time after time. After my picture fades in, darkness has turned to gray. Watching through windows, you're wondering if you're okay. You said, go slow, I'll fall behind. The trumpet's out of time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. said, go slow, I'll fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're wise, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. Time after time. If you're wise, you can look and you will find me. Time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting. Time after time. Time after time. Oh, time after time. Time after time. Ooh, time after time.
Thank you so much. We'll be right back for our second set.
All right, we are back.
We are back.
Okay, we are back.
Busog na ba tayong lahat?
Busog na busog na.
Yeah, ang sarap.
Ha?
Ang sarap ng food. I like the binagoongan.
Yes. PG, what's
yes.
the title of the alumni homecoming
It is
tonight?
Balik Econ, Balik Alaala,
Balik Saya. All right.
Diba?
Okay. So, our next, the next part of the program, of course,
Siyempre, inuna natin ng pagkain. But actually, this is not the start of the actual program.
Tapos na yung
actual
pagkain.
program.
But of course, we start with the most important person in the School of Economics.
The Dean.
The Dean.
Yeah. I see Dean Joy.
Yes.
Now to give the welcome remarks for everyone to officially start the celebration, we now call on Dean Joy.
Abrenica.
Abrenica.
How about a big round of applause?
Okay.
Dean.
Thank you, Dean Joy.
Maraming salamat. Hindi daw naririnig. Wala daw. Okay. Magandang hapon, magandang gabi po sa lahat. Maraming salamat sa batch 2000 and batch 1975 who really worked very hard to gather us all here. So round of applause po sa batch 2000 na ating silver jubilarian at ang batch 1975. Naatasan po akong magbigay ng short report on what's happening sa School of Economics. Maybe it's too obvious that we are doing a lot of construction. And for those who have been here since last year and the previous years attending the homecoming, I think you only have one question to me. Kailan matatapos? So, what I can assure you po ay my term will end in 2027 and before then, dapat tapos na. So dapat po matapos na yon. So let me start po why we're doing this. You see a lot of construction happening. Actually po, the building is about 50 years old, but we experience the difficulty of learning or working in a building that's almost 50 years old after the pandemic. Okay, after the pandemic po, we saw a lot of the problems of an old building, and that's because for 5 semesters, or that's almost 2.5 years, we were not allowed to enter UP and conduct our classes in the school. So nobody is around, and so the people who welcomed us when we returned are actually the dogs and the cats, and many cats that you still see straying around, no? Okay. But then the ceilings, the floors, etc., you can see from these pictures how badly damaged the building was. Okay. So 3 slides po ito just to show to you how bad the situation was. Okay. All right. And so we were a bit desperate, but so happy also that our alumni went to our rescue. So I'd just like to recognize yung ating mga first responders, UP Alumni Association Greater Chicago. Wala po sigurong representative dito, but they just wrote us and asked us, what do you need? And then they sent money to us. Okay. Leo Riingin, batch 2004, Carlo Virata and batch 1999, batch 1981, I mean, batch 1982, batch 1997, Miss Olive Limpeao, batch 1974 at iba pa, kasama po dyan ang Pusong Upse, Jack Chutico, and batch 1979 and 80. So, in their own way, tumulong po sila, and without hesitation, they helped us. But we were also hugely helped by the national government. So we received about 247 million from the national government, course through PSED, hindi po DPWH. Otherwise, it would have been a different story. And then another 30 million, this one was coursed through DPWH. But it's not a sad story. Okay naman po yan. Okay. So with those resources from our first responders and then the help that we got from the national government, we thought of what to do. Of course, the first thing is that we need to repair our classrooms to make them usable again. But we thought that we should do more. And that is the reason we now have this project which we call Future-Proofing UPSE. Okay. So what's in there? Okay, we want to build smart classrooms, okay, safe spaces. Kung nakita nyo po yung main building, you see a lot of pipes That's for the fire protection. And so we also want the building to be earthquake resilient. Okay. So we had the retrofitting in 2022. Then we want also to put up collaborative hubs. So more discussion rooms, research lab for our faculty and students, multifunctional student spaces. We're hoping that this time around we'll have a real room for the student orgs. We want also the building to be climate resilient, energy efficient, and utilizing clean energy and more green spaces. So, okay, all of that, ito po yung perspectives. Encarnacion Hall, library building. Before I leave office in 2027, this is the building. This is the Encarnacion Hall that we want to see, and library building. So you probably would notice in the pictures that there is an additional floor both in the library building and the Encarnacion Hall. So far po, and this is the reason I'm reporting this to you, because this project is really a collaboration between the school and the alumni. And as I mentioned, the alumni were the first one to help us when we have really nothing. Okay. There were smart classrooms already, the classrooms that were renovated. I'll just show you some pictures. And these are the other pictures. Ito po yung mga donated classrooms that we received before COVID. When COVID came, they were really badly damaged, so we have to restore them. Okay. And then we also have renovated spaces, okay, because of the donations that we got from the alumni. So the first one po, in your left, that's batch 2004, the student lounge. If you happen to see the student lounge, it's something that you would not recognize if you know the student lounge before. And then in between is the UMP Alumni Association Greater Chicago discussion room, and then the Reingin Information Laboratory. There are other renovated spaces, okay? These classrooms that you see here, or these areas that you see here, were just inaugurated about 2 months ago. The other two were inaugurated last month. Okay, so class 1979 and 1980, this is a training room. And then the gallery, Joaquin by Jack Chutico. The room that you see on the right, that is the first collaborative room that was made possible by class 1974 at iba pa. Thank you very much po for your generosity. Those spaces are very much appreciated by our students and faculty. So, what's coming up? In the next months, we would expect some more discussion rooms, some more spaces renovated. The first one would be the Carlos Virata and family and class 1998 discussion room. This will be in the second floor of the library, which is also being renovated. And then the Irene Canlas Ibanez deep room area in the third floor. We are also, okay, through the courtesy of Jeffrey Nang, okay, putting up a UP Behavioral Economics and Applied Theory, okay, laboratory, and an alumni lounge. So that's a place where you can now hang out, okay, whenever you're here. Some more upcoming renovations, discussion rooms in the third floor. Okay, and we received commitments from Kingston Sian, okay, Maret Foliosco, batch 1982, and Ramon Lopez. And finally, okay, maybe in March, okay, the roof on the library is now completed. So we're about to solarize the library building, courtesy of batch 1999. And they got the Aboitis group to help them in solarizing our library building. So for those who are too eager to help, very eager to help, there are more spaces for renovations. Okay, so I'll just go over them po, no? The detailed information on this, nandun po sa, sa public affairs office table. Okay. So the second floor library building, okay, it's now being constructed, but we need help for the outfit. Okay. And then the third floor of the library building, which will include the Center for Financial and Monetary Economics area. You can also see from here, this is also part of the third floor. Okay. And then the fourth, okay, next slide. Okay. Fourth floor of the library building, which will have the student organization room and learning commons. Sa fourth floor po ng Encarnacion Hall, we will have another learning commons and cafe lounge, as well as research lab, which is a co-working space for the faculty and students. So we hope that you can continue helping us, and we really want to finish the construction as soon as possible, but we need your help. Okay. Thank you very much po.
This is yours. Okay lang, I'll share with you. All right. Thank you, Dean Joy. Beach. How about a big round of applause for Dean Joy?
Yeah, big round. Thank you.
Beach, nung tinitingnan ko yung ginagawa,
Yeah.
hindi ko na-realize yung classrooms natin hindi pala smart
Di
dati.
tayo smart.
No?
We are not smart.
We are not smart.
That's the reason we
Alam
are
mo,
not smart.
you know, it goes to
we
the
don't
young
have
ones.
smart rooms.
Alam mo, yung young ones, swerte talaga kayo ngayon. No?
Yeah.
May internet. Nung panahon natin, wala internet.
Lahat Xerox.
Wala talaga.
Oo.
Xerox. No?
And I'm sure everybody remembers the cafeteria, which is
Yes.
now the student lounge.
Lahat ng amoy.
Lahat,
lumalabas.
parang tayo lang ata nagtsatsagang kumain doon.
Yes. So,
Diba?
so it's very
Parang-
nice to see.
I'm very glad to see the changes. Change is good.
Change is
Diba?
good.
Change is good. So
Alright.
I'm very glad to see the changes, and I would like to congratulate Dean Joy for spearheading this. And I would also like to join her in the call for those who would still like, or you know of anyone who would still like to donate to finally complete the building.
Yes. Ang dami pang classrooms, no? Na pwedeng
Madami pa.
i-renovate.
Merong listahan raw na makikita.
Okay.
So, later maybe we can post it para they
Yeah.
can see. Diba?
I
Kasi
guess-
can you imagine, ang ganda, no? Ang ganda
Right.
talaga siya. I mean,
Rose, where do we see the list of classrooms? Where can they get? Public Affairs.
Public affairs, alright.
Saan yun? Just look for Rose. How about a big round of applause for
For
Rose
Rose
San
San
Pascual.
Pascual.
Alam niyo, si Rose, bata pa lang ako, Rose San Pascual na yan. Alright?
At bata pa rin si Rose, matanda
At bata
ka na.
pa rin si Rose.
Ikaw
Ako
lang ang
tumanda.
ikaw lang ang tumanda. Miss
Okay.
Rose stayed the same.
Alright, so thank you, Dean Joy, for all your efforts. Rose, thank you. Obviously, there's still a lot more to be renovated. So
Yeah.
we hope that you will all donate.
We're excited for it to be finished. Now, for the next part of our program, equally important.
Yes.
Equally
but before
important.
that, just checking our okay na, no? 8 o'clock.
Okay,
we will
last
close the ballot, the elections by
Okay.
8 p.m.
Okay, this is
So-
not just a homecoming, but it is also an annual
Membership meeting.
membership meeting.
Right.
It's traditionally sabay. ang homecoming and the annual membership meeting. Voting was made available online, proxy voting, but face-to-face voting or
Yes,
real-time
outside.
voting is outside. Physical voting, manual
Yes.
voting is also available. If you still haven't voted, we will close the voting strictly at 8 o'clock. The
Yes.
time now is around 7:30 plus.
Okay, pero
So you
bawal
have
ang
around
mga
20
bata.
plus minutes to, if you haven't done so, and
Right.
if you feel like it, and nakakain na po tayo, and if meron na kayo, napag-isip-isip nyo na kung sino napupusuan nyo,
Okay.
please go through the first table and then just cast your ballot as easy as that.
All
So,
right.
8 o'clock.
So, Peach, the next part of the program.
Oo, isa rin itong inahihintay. Ano na sabi mo kasi, di ba, itaas ang kamay ang nasa batch 1992.
Itaas ang batch 1992.
Ako,
Okay.
ayan, Trisha, and
Of course, our next
speaker.
part of the program.
Part of the program.
The president of the UP School of Economics
Alumni
Alumni
Association. Whom we've known since we were
Young kids.
kids, literally. Kasi when we entered the university, how old were we? 16.
Yes.
Hindi pa K-12 noon.
Right.
Hindi pa K-12.
Tapos ang height niya noon, 4'1", hanggang ngayon
4-1
4'1".
pa rin.
Ako, 4'2". All right, ladies and gentlemen, to give the president's report, let's all give a round of applause to Mian Alentahan.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay and PG, my batchmates in UP Econ and ECOSOC. Good evening, everyone. Dean Joy Abrenica, our beloved professors who are here, distinguished guests, celebrating classes, batch 2000, batch 1975, and fellow UPSEANs, good evening. I'm Mian Alentan, BS Business Economics, batch 1992, and I have been with the UPSEA Board of Trustees since 2021. Tonight, I present to you the UPSEA President's Report for 2025. We, the Board of Trustees, continue to develop programs for the school and the alumni based on the campaign Let's Give Back, which we started in 2023. Since then, these were the major programs of UPSEA. We have the scholarship program, it's a new program, the UPSE Job Fair, fundraising events such as Adopt a Scholar Golf Tournament, the UP Blue Label Project, the new UPSEA website and alumni database, alumni forums such as the Boardroom Talks and Zoom forums, mentorship programs, UPSEA's Naming Rights Project, and external advocacies. I would like to thank the alumni for heeding our call to support, participate, and give back. For our scholarship program for 2025, the monthly allowance, students that receive monthly allowance of 5,000 a month are now at 93 students. Data internet allowance of 399, thank you. Some of our scholars are here tonight. Data allowance recipients are about 49 students, that's 399 per month for the internet. We also have 76 students benefiting from the computer banking program with a total support worth of 3.1 million in 2025. The number of scholars have been increasing from only 8 in 2020, 16 in 2022, 71 in 2024, and now has ballooned to 93 for 2025. The board has always been brave enough to embark on this challenge. Year on year, we continue to push ourselves to use our own personal network and contact alumni and friends to fund our scholars. I would like to especially thank the jubilarians last year, batch 1974 and batch 1999, for their support to the scholarship program. Batch 1974, together with UPSEA, set up the Balik Fund to sponsor 10 scholars per year for 3 years, beginning 2025, a support worth 1.5 million. Batch 1999 committed to support 4 scholars per year for 4 years, a support worth 800,000. So these are just to name a few of the supporters and donors of our scholarship program. We have a new program that we launched this year. It's the UPSE Job Fair, the very first of its kind for our UPSE graduates. Thank you to the brains behind the worthy endeavor, Board of Trustees, Board Assistant Secretary Attorney Jay Layug, and Head of Audit Ms. Mayet Gayares. It was so promising that UP President Attorney Gigel Jimenez offered the UP Executive House as the venue for the job fair event. Thank you, President Gigel. A total of 148 students signed up and participated. We had a participation of 20 companies, and not just any company, but A-listers and blue-chip corporations, as well as government institutions. We had Bank of the Philippine Islands, San Miguel Corporation, San Miguel Brewery, San Miguel Food Group, Aboitiz Group, Ayala Corporation, BDO Unibank, Maya, GCash, Philippine Stock Exchange, Land Bank of the Philippines, Energy Regulatory Commission, Intellectual Property Office, MUFG, Petrogreen, ElSal, Bayfront Capital Advisors. We also had a panel discussion with some of our distinguished UPSE alumni, leaders of their fields. We had Ms. Robina Gokongwei, President of Robinson's Group, Mr. Fritz Ocampo, Chief Investment Officer of BDO, Carmela Naranjilla, Chief Financial Officer of Vivant Corp, Attorney Bridget Da Costa Villaluz, the Director General of Intellectual Property Office, and RJ Angeles, Managing Director and Founder of Bayfront Capital Advisors. We also had UP alumni speakers, Attorney Mona Lisa De Malanta, then CEO of the Energy Regulatory Commission, and Attorney Roel Refran, Vice President and COO of the Philippine Stock Exchange. It was truly a successful event that the company said they want to come back next year. So yes, we will have another UPSE Job Fair for 2026, and hopefully every year after that. For our fundraising events, first, we had the 8th UPSEA Golf Tournament last May 2026 at the South Forbes Golf City, which we marketed as Swing for a Cause, Adopt a Scholar Golf Tournament, spearheaded by our UPSEA Vice President Annie Almario. We are truly grateful to the support of past President Jeffrey Nang, who continues to generously support this event. And because of your support, we were able to raise 1.46 million pesos to fund our scholarship program. Thank you, everyone. So just sharing some snapshots of the golf tournament, and just to share, since 2021, our earnings have seen a growing trend. From a net earnings of 700,000 in 2021, we have increased steadily year on year to reach 1.46 million in 2025. The second fundraising is we continue to sell the UP Blue Label limited edition bottles, a collaboration with Johnny Walker Blue. We still have about 11 bottles left. This is about 210,000 if we are to sell all the bottles, worth funding our scholarship fund. So we hope you can support. Our Blue Label table is just outside the auditorium. This year, we launched the UPSEA website, which evolved from our alumni database, which was launched last year. Thank you, UPSEA Secretary Chloe Robillo, and our alumni staff, Shani and Isabel. You now will have another venue to know about UPSEA programs and activities and volunteer to be part of it. So please visit the website www.upsea.com. We continue to foster relationships among alumni through the UPSEA Mentorship Program, running on its 7th year. We currently have 5 pairs of mentor-mentee teams. Thank you to the alumni participating in this. Okay, since we relaunched the UPSEA Boardroom Talk series in 2023, we held 3 of these face-to-face forums hosted by presidents and CEOs in their boardrooms. We were honored to be hosted by Wildflower Hospitality Group, owner and CFO, Mr. J.J. De Ocampo, Also, Toby Sports, President and CEO Toby Claudio, even held a pickleball clinic at Toby's Arena. And last October, we were hosted by Distilleria Limtuaco, President and CEO Ms. Olive Limpeao at the Distilleria Limtuaco Museum. We continued with our UPSEA Zoom forums with interesting topics from our chosen alumni. To name a few, we had Mr. Arthur Tanseco of Global Payments. We had Dr. Solita Monsod and Congressman Mark Coanco. We had Dr. Carl Kendrick Chua of Ayala Corp. We had Mr. Diwad Gunigundo, formerly from BSP. We had Professor J.C. Punongbayan and Dr. Rafaelita Aldaba, formerly with DTI. So what's next for 2026 for our forums? We have a boardroom talk series, meaning we will be hosted by President and CEO Orlando Vea of Voyager Innovation, so watch out for our announcement. And lined up Zoom forums are ATR Asset Management Managing Director Mike Ferrer, as well as Ricky Jalcita on careers in government service. So watch out for these coming forums. I would just like to share that in February of this year, we had a very special induction of officers and newly elected trustees. It is a first for UPSEA, as we were hosted by UP President Angelo Jimenez at the UP Executive House, a first for UPSEA. We had no less than NEDA Secretary General Arsenio Balisacan to induct the officers and the UP President Gigil Jimenez to induct the newly elected trustees for 2025 to 2027. For our internal advocacy, as mentioned by Dean Joy, we support the school improvements as part of our advocacies. UPSEA has been coordinating with UPSE and Dean Joy. As mentioned last year, we were able to secure funding for the UPSE library renovation worth 30 million through Congressman Bernadette Herrera for 2025. And I am happy to share that we will be able to secure a second budget support, again from Congressman Herrera for 2026. So we are inviting donors, as what Dean Joy shared a while ago, for naming rights for the rooms in other areas. For our external advocacy, UPSEA in recent years has sought to be a voice in the business community by supporting external advocacies that are relevant to the country's economy. This year, UPSEA co-signed a joint civil society statement, a call for systematic reform after the flood control scandal, initiated by Phoenix and other business groups. This year, we are happy to share that the UPSEA Beep Card has two new partners. We have the Astoria Hotels. Thank you, President Jeffrey Nang. So you can use your card until March next year for discounts at Astoria Hotels. And Cafe Leon. Thank you, former UPSEA trustee Leo Riingen, for extending this discount. Cafe Leon is in Shangri-La Mall. They have very good food and very nice place. So visit these establishments and enjoy discounts, together with dining discounts at University Hotel, Library Access, and UPSE. Thank you, Trustee Irma Tan, for these UPSEA card partners. We recently welcomed and inducted the new UPSEA members from class 2025. I think some of them are here. Congratulations to our new graduates. Okay, they are now part of UPSEA. Due to the postponement of the UPSEA homecoming last September, it was a blessing in disguise that our Meet the Scholars dinner, it's an annual dinner where we invite our scholars and donors, as well as the UPSEA year-end party, we are now celebrating it tonight with the homecoming. So hello to our scholars, as well as our scholarship donors and supporters. I think there are about 20 of them here tonight. Lastly, I'd like to share a snapshot of our current funds. To date, we have 5.2 million pesos cash in the bank. And we have here our treasurer, Paolo Azurin, to show you the financials in one slide.
Good evening, everyone. Just very quickly on the financials. From 2020 to 2025, from January to October. So we for the year 2025, first 10 months, we're happy to report that we have excess of receipts, meaning your donations over expenses of about 1.6 million. And thank you to our donors, our generous donors for that. This is a reversal from 2023 and 2024 that were negative. This is also because of the increasing number of scholars that we've had and the commitments. So we're very confident of our financial situation moving forward, and we look forward to supporting our advocacies for next year.
Thank you, Treasurer Paulo. So thank you, alumni, for a truly fruitful and productive year. Let's not stop growing. Let's not stop giving. Let's always have UPSE and our country in mind. My deepest gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to our alumni for the continued support. Shout out to our very dedicated, hardworking, and selfless set of officers and current Board of Trustees. You all made a difference for UPSEA. It has been an honor to serve you as president for the last 3 years. Thank you and good evening to all. Mabuhay ang UPSEA.
All right. Thank you, Mian. Peach.
Thank you, Mian. Yes.
Habang nakikinig ako kay Mian, ako yung napagod sa dami ng
Oo nga
nasabi niya. No?
Pero parang si Mian is indefatigable.
Yes,
Yes,
indefatigable. All right.
No, never ko siya nakita napapagod or even
laging nakangiti.
Even if the work is very hard, laging nakangiti.
Yes.
That's true.
But of course, I know Mian only has a limited time. Maybe we'd like to acknowledge the trustees, no? Because
yes,
we've been working
just
hard.
mention, we have an election now.
It's almost 8 in 4 minutes, so please
in 4
cast
minutes,
your votes.
it's going to be a hard close, meaning after 8 p.m., there will be no votes allowed. So we will be voting in, for those who are not aware, we have a rotating board of trustees every year, no? Or
Yeah, parang Senado to eh.
Parang Senado.
Oo.
A set of 5. So
Yes.
so there will never be a time na bakante ang board of trustees. So right now my term is ending also.
Your term is ending as well. All right.
Anyway,
Maybe let's acknowledge we are all here.
I
all
think
the trustees.
I think we are complete.
We are 100%, I think.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's start with, of course,
Glowy
Glowy
Robilio. Hello.
Glowy Robilio.
Also one of the celebrating batches. Part of the
Yes,
celebrate batch
Glowy, together
2000.
with Paolo.
There, of course, there's President Mian.
Yes.
And then there's me. Thank you to me.
There's you with your
Also-
nice
And there's you.
Filipiniana.
There's you.
There's me
Thank you
with
to you.
nowhere to go up but jacket.
Thank you to
Bili
you.
ho kayo.
Okay. Then
All
there's
right.
Trish Villanueva.
Trish Villanueva, we're there. Trish, a trustee.
And there's Lorena Liamzon.
Lorena is also there.
And then there is Annie Almario.
Annie Almario.
Yeah.
The Annie Almario.
Bakit di Annie Almario? Meron ka bang alam na hindi natin alam?
Mamaya, yung iba pa.
Mamaya,
Yes.
sabihin mo sa
All
amin.
right. Who
Then
else?
there's Irma Bailonta.
Irma is here. Where's Irma?
Where's Irma? Wala. Nasa labas nagtatrabaho.
Nasa labas.
pala.
Okay.
And then there's Rax Maniago.
Rax Maniago is here in the house.
And then there's Bob Medalla.
Bob Medalla. I think they're on the table
Their
outside.
Still
They're-
working. Still
Yes.
working. Bob. Then there's Ila Paras. There.
Ila Paras.
And then there's John Duquino. John, where
John
are you?
is also here.
There's John. And then there's
Yes.
Miss Mayet Ganyares.
Of course, my
Ganyares.
partner,
Ayan,
Mayet.
hi, Mayet.
Mayet
And
is
then
here.
There's, okay, how can we forget? Justin Batocabe.
The
Yun
one.
ang- The one.
The only.
one.
Justin Batocabe is
And
in the
last
house.
but not the least, yung nagtatrabaho very hard for this homecoming. He's one of the celebrating, he's part of the
Yes.
celebrating batch. At kaka-report lang niya na we have no financial problems.
Yes. At saka, alam niyo ho, si Paulo ho, ano ho yan, 17 years old ngayon, mukhang 50.
Oy, sobra ka naman.
Hindi ho, kasi sa paghihirap.
Pogi
sa
kaya
pag-ano.
si Paolo.
Napagod lang, napagod lang.
Kinilig ka.
Congratulations, Paulo.
Congratulations,
to your batch.
Paolo. Lahat
course.
palakpakan niyo si Paolo kasi sobrang double, triple, quadruple duty siya
Yes.
tonight. Congratulations.
Correct.
So there
Okay.
it is.
All right. So that's all the trustees. How about Peach, before we
before we go
continue
to the next part.
let's have a raffle.
Yun
That's
naman.
very important. What are we raffling?
Cakes, I think.
9 cakes. Ito, but we have a lot. Except that we have 14 tables. So yung 5 table, walang kakainin cake.
Luhaan.
Or maybe they will share.
Sana mag-share. But I
Alright.
mean, we're not forcing
Okay.
you to share. Okay lang maging madamot.
Okay.
Diba?
Alright.
Kasi-
So, ganito, ang raffle namin per table.
Yes, per
Okay.
table. Is
So-
that a smart tambiolo?
It's a smart
It's
tambiolo.
a very smart tambiolo.
Okay, so
like
we
the
will
smart rooms here.
Alright. So, when we call the table number, please send your representative.
First two, not two.
First
Ako na rin
two.
ba? Ako na rin?
Oh, sige, ikaw munang bumunot.
Because I'm smart?
Yes. Ano ba ang cake na ito,
Hindi
PG?
ko alam. Ang
Di mo
cake.
alam cake. Alright. Pero this is cake from
Karamia. Oh, masarap yan. Kahit ano man yan.
Karamia.
Table 11.
Table 11, the first winner.
Yes. Oh, you have
Yeah.
one cake. Oh,
Okay.
Oh, kila Lea. And kila Miss
Si Lea. Okay. First cake.
Table 11. And then the second cake.
Okay. Second ka. Okay.
I-ano mo naman.
Alright. I-mix natin.
Pati mag-mix ka na rin.
Eh,
Okay.
pwede nyo na kunin.
Pwede nang kunin.
Alright.
Yeah, pwede you can eat it now if you want.
Congratulations, table number 11 yun, di ba?
11.
11. Alright. Congratulations. Yes.
And
Alright.
ang susunod na mapalad na nanalo ng cake, table number 5.
Table number 5.
The students, our scholars.
Our scholars.
Diba? So,
Because you need a lot
Yes.
of sugar.
Salamat po.
you're welcome. Hindi, actually sila Paolo yun.
Thank you, Paulo.
Thank you, Sherry. And table number 11. Hindi, yung second. And of
Yan.
course, the second winner, table number 5.
Ay, sila Tatiana. Congratulations. Tatiana is now our assistant sa UPSEA.
Yes. All right. Okay.
Thank you. Okay now. Sige.
Mamaya tayo mag-raffle ulit.
Ubusin natin yung cake na yun.
Okay. All right. Next part of the program, Peach.
Okay. Ano naalala mo nung nandito ka sa Econ? Aside from the classes.
Well, of course, I will never forget Professor Solita Monson, the legend.
Yes. Ano pa? The orgs.
Of course, the
diba?
orgs.
Actually,
Alam
parang,
mo?
I feel that half of my education came from my extracurriculars, my
Yes.
orgs, di ba?
Oo.
So, when we were still here, there were only 2 orgs at the
Two
time.
orgs. In the 90s.
Yeah, in the 90s. And that's
Okay.
through ECOSOC and Economic Starts Consciousness.
ATC.
So
Right.
we split the room into 2. And then I think when we were on our 3rd year college, hindi pa tayo gumagraduate noon, we had OBEM was formed.
Yes.
OBEM. So, the Organization of Business Economic Majors. And we graduated with just 3. But now, there are a lot. And I'm glad for that. no?
Yes.
I'm glad
So many
that there are so many. So, it means that the students are involved. You are advocating other interests and that
Yes.
it's econ-based. So, congratulations to the students. Parang they have they have their
They
voices.
mutated.
Bakit naman
Ay, sorry.
na-mutate?
There were more orgs.
There are more orgs because
Okay.
they feel a lot for certain issues
Yes.
that they have to organize. And that's a good thing always.
Yes.
diba?
Okay, Peach.
So to introduce the orgs to the alumni, kasi nga kung ako, hindi ko alam na yung ibang mga orgs. Nagulat na
Yes.
lang ako na more than. We have a short AVP introducing the orgs to us.
Okay. Please watch.
In recent years, ECOSOC has continued to grow through our initiatives rooted in our core thrust, service, excellence, and tradition. National Youth Congress, we also have National Economic Summit, we have the Rundown, a Senate Elections Forum, or ACDC, which strengthened our partnership, long-term partnership with Book Ricarte community and enrichment sessions for their children.
Hi, I'm Rian Orlandes, the current UPETC president. UPETC has been focused on reviving the organization ever since it experienced a reduction of members during the pandemic. A lot of activities in the campus level, national level, and international level. RDG sa daan, kapekonomiya, attending budget briefings, mostly focused on positive social change.
Hi, I'm Ainsley Lo. Currently, I'm ACAD's VP for UP OBEM and I'm also the acting president at the moment. The past years, so ENM, Pitch, SOC right now, and we've also been able to host Thesis It. And I've really grown to feel my org as home. And moving forward as well, I'd like to keep that aura and environment of home for future applicants and future members.
I'm Micah Austria and I'm the current Vice Chairperson of SCSC.
SCSC has been loyal to its commitment of servant leadership, serving not only the students but the whole UPSEC community through student services, addressing grievances, organizing events such as Econ Week, Culminate, Lantern Parade, and SC Games. We strengthened our campaigns not only in the college setting but also in the university and national setting. Until now, ang SCSC ay para pa ring isang buong pamilya.
Welcome back to
Welcome back to UPSEC. Welcome back to UPSEC.
Welcome back to UPSEC. Welcome back to UPSEC. Through the years, through all the good and bad, I knew how much we had.
Diba? Cute.
Dami na nila.
Yeah, were we ever that young?
No, yeah, I know.
I know, right?
Wish we could go back in time.
Ay, wag na.
Ayaw.
Ayoko na.
All right. Okay, so congratulations to all the orgs. Dami nyo na, no? Dami na
nila.
talaga. So
Actually, I
nice
would also like to thank because when we had our job fair, one of the programs of the UPSEL was our job. Yeah.
I just want to set the record straight regarding ECOSOC. For the longest time, ECOSOC was the only organization in UPSE. So we were the de facto student council.
Really?
When this building was being designed, the head of the project was Professor Winnie Monsod. So our Exicom negotiated with Ma'am Winnie to allocate a big space for students, even if we knew that ECOSOC was the only organization at that time. That's why you see a big space there that accommodated all the other organizations. It was during our batch, 1976-77, that we initiated the establishment of the UPSE Student Council. So, we owe a lot to the UP School of Economics.
What's your name, sir? What's your name, sir?
Alex Escucha, Batch 77. I was the ECOS editor.
Wow.
Santi Dapol was our ECOSOC president. And
Buhay pa,
Attorney Tabi Ramos was our special events head.
Yes.
And DOF Yosek Rolly Tongpalan was our external affairs chairman.
Yes. Thank you for that bit of history. Because when we entered 1992 in Econ, dalawa na. It was ETC and ECOSOC.
Okay,
so I
thank
didn't know
you,
that.
Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex.
We didn't want to go into that, but just to let you know, I was president of ECOSOC in 1992 and PG was
Vice President of ECOSOC.
Okay. Ayaw namin sanang pasukan, but anyway, Alex.
Nandyan na lang tayo, di ba?
But anyway.
But meron ba dito ETC? I think Trish.
Of course, ETC is here.
ETC is here also, well represented. OBEM.
How about OBEM?
Ayun,
OBEM is
JR.
here.
Ay, hi, JR.
JR is here.
Ayan sila, Kokoy.
Okay. And then we have new ones.
Yeah, SESC.
SESC.
Forgive us if we
Mga
don't
bata
know the
eh.
names because hindi talaga namin na when we graduate, 3 pa lang. But I'm so happy that madami-dami na.
Yes, madami na. And the student council, of course. No?
The student council. Pero nung time, yung kila Alex, automatic, di ba? But now,
Correct.
no, hindi na.
So, it's
I'm
nice
looking for,
to see.
I'm looking for, nalungkot nga ako kasi because, di ba, we had our org room. But now wala na because of the renovation. So I'm looking forward to the completion nga of the renovation para the orgs will have a dedicated space for them to stay. Kasi
That's
before
right.
when we were in ECOSOC or in ETC yung iba, we had a dedicated area. Oh, ito pala si Dennis Gorecho.
Gorecho. Our
Have you had your
batchmate,
pictures taken with
Dennis
Dennis Gorecho? Kasi if you don't have your pictures taken with Dennis Gorecho, you weren't there.
You weren't there
You
in the
weren't there.
games.
It didn't happen.
Yes. Okay, PG. Let's raffle off another cake. Kasi
Again?
kailangan na sugar rush.
Oh, sugar rush. Baka,
Okay, and
baka,
the next
baka inaantok
winner.
na sila nga.
Winning a cake.
Table number 12.
Table number 12.
Right.
The
board.
table of the Dennis Gorecho.
The
Come on
Dennis
up, Dennis.
Gorecho.
And Ila. Okay, alam niyo ho, si Dennis, how about we give him the title Star of the Night?
Star of the
with
Night.
that kind
Hanep.
of,
Wala bang prize ang Star of the Night
Eto
with
na.
that fabulous jacket?
Ito na, yung cake. Star of the Night plus winning table.
Winning table.
All right, congratulations. And one more?
Ito ba?
Yes. Ayan, with Ila. Okay. One more. Official. All right, congratulations. Peach, the next winning table.
14.
Table number 14. Asan yung table number 14?
Kung wala ang 14, sino ang 14?
Sino 14? Sila ba? The scholars.
Oh, the
Okay,
scholars.
Come on up.
Actually, alam mo, tama rin naman na mapunta sa mga scholars ang
Oo.
cake. Hindi po sila nag-worry sa mga sugar levels
Trust
nila,
me,
sa blood sugars
masarap
nila.
tong cake na
The
to.
more sugar, the better. Para
Dennis,
nakakapag-aral
anong
sila,
flavor ba?
gising.
Anong flavor?
Anong flavor?
Yes. Si
Alright.
Ange, congratulations. All right, Peach.
Okay, meron pa tayo. Aside from that,
Okay,
para maiba naman, let's shake things up.
let's shake things up.
Kasi
Bye.
ano ka-partner ng cake?
Ang kapartner ng cake ay kape.
Kape. Yes,
Alright.
coffee.
Therefore,
So, I therefore conclude that we have Starbucks.
we have Starbucks
Gift
gift
cards.
certificates.
Yeah, ang
All right?
ganda ha. It's nice. Anyway,
Starbucks gift cards.
300 pesos I think.
Yes.
So, okay. Hindi na natin iparaffle to. So, bring me.
Okay, bring me.
For the first
Okay.
to bring me. Bring us. Sa'yo lang ibigay.
Oh, sa akin na lang ibigay.
Anong
The
gusto mo?
first bring me is
Your UPSEA card.
your OPSEA card. All right. Okay, what's your name?
Jenna.
Jenna, congratulations. And you win one Starbucks gift
Batch
certificate.
2000.
Batch 2000. Okay. The next, bring me.
Ano ba maganda?
Alam ko na.
Ano?
Bring me your favorite professor
Oh.
in Econ.
Kung nakikita nyo ngayon dito,
Teka,
ito na.
wala silang dinadala.
sa magbibigay ng ganito kasi medyo mahirap, 2 gift cards ang bibigyan.
Dalawa to.
Dalawa
To
to.
the
worth
one
to.
who will bring and the professor.
Kasi dalawa
himself.
sila, di ba?
All right.
O tinuturo, hindi binibring.
Okay. The one, we will just mention the name.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Come on up the stage.
Come on
We have to
down.
honor our professors.
Worth 2. One for the one who's bringing and one for the professor. Sige. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Student mo. Sir,
Sir.
picture. Leo, can you...
Who's your favorite
Who's your professor? Favorite?
Of course, yung kasama ko, si Professor Manny Esguerra.
Yes, Professor Esguerra.
What subject, sir?
Pero ngayon, classmate na kami sa UAAP Games.
Yan.
Tayo classmates rin, sir.
Professor Manny, may tanong ho ako.
Yes.
Ano ho yung grade na binigay nyo kay...
Yes,
Leo?
bakit kayo naging, bakit naging favorite?
Oh.
Tres?
Tres.
Ay.
Uno daw.
Uno daw.
All right.
Si Leo pa.
One more.
Oh, one more. Oh,
Favorite
sige.
professor. Come on, Leah. Yes.
Ayan, sige, dalawa.
Okay, Leah.
Ay, ito rin, classmate ko rin to si Lea sa UAAP Games.
Yes.
Sobrang invested.
Akala ko sa Pilates.
Ngayon na.
All right. Okay, Leia, you introduce your favorite professor.
You don't have to go up, sir. O, Leia.
Yes,
This is
Leia.
Leia Castro.
Leia Castro, batch.
Batch never mind.
Batch never mind. Leia, who is your
78.
favorite professor?
Mahar Mangahas.
Of course, Professor Mahar Mangahas.
But don't ask me the grade that he gave me. What grade?
Never mind the grade, sir. Baka naalala nyo lang.
I don't. Mahar Mangahas was my professor and he was my mentor.
What? Wow.
Yeah!
You're so sweet.
Thank you, Professor Mahar Mangahas. The legend. The one, the only Professor Mahar Mangahas. And of course, Leia Castro. Thank you. You have to return the mic. All right. Any other professors? Wala?
Mamaya
Wala
na yung iba.
wala.
Mamaya na yung iba.
Mamaya na iba.
Mamaya na yung iba.
How about another raffle from our smart Tambiolo? Kasi dalawa pa lang eh. Okay, i-shake ko.
Dapat
Just shake
ikot.
it.
Ikot ka. Ikot ikaw mismo, ikot.
The winner of another cake is table number
8.
8.
Ayan sila, oh.
Table number
Oh,
8.
tita na Tita Sally.
Tita Sally, come on over. Basta may gamot lang naman, okay lang. Tita Sally, congratulations. Dito na sa baba. All right. Congratulations, Tita Sally, for the cake. All right. Okay. Picture. Okay, thank you. And the next table winner is table number
1.
Table number 1. Yes.
Your table.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Good evening po. All right.
Yes, 1.
Okay. Siya yung next sa program. So, okay. Congratulations po. All right. Here we go. Thank you. Okay, picture.
Picture.
Okay, Peach. Next part of the program.
Ano yung next part of the program after the last call?
1974.
Saan? Si Muppet. Okay.
Okay.
Every homecoming, dalawa actually ang celebrants.
Yes.
Diba? Pero syempre ang Silver Jubilarians are the ones who are ang kumbaga ang toka.
Ang main organizer.
Main organizer, but equally important celebrants are the Golden Jubilarians.
Of course.
So for our Golden Jubilarians, it's batch 1975.
Yes.
Tamang-tama because the one who last won the cake is actually from batch 1975.
Yes.
One of our celebrants. And she won the cake. And we would like to call back Miss Muppet Gonzalez.
Yes. All right. A big round of applause for Muppet, batch 1975.
Hi, Miss Muppet. You're so pretty naman. I like your shirt. Blue book.
Hello, can you hear me?
Oh, you can.
Hi, I'm Muppet Senizal, married to Eki Gonzalez, and I graduated in 1975. We just celebrated the appetizer to our big alumni homecoming, which is supposed to be in February. Should have been this year, but everyone was so busy. Thetis Mangahas said, you should already celebrate. By the time we were all getting ready, people who were abroad were saying, it's too late, you should give us 1 year in advance notice so we can plan our trips. So what we did was we had a little gathering today, and since our class was small compared to how big is your batch? How big is every class? Any idea? 100? No idea. But siguro our batch is only 45, 44. So we decided to have a gathering of our eco friends. The School of Economics was so different from what it is today. We were sharing the BA building, which is now called, what's it called? The Annex? Benton Hall. We were sharing Benton Hall with College of Business. So on the ground floor was the dean's office, and the ground floor was the BA library, and we had to go upstairs for the Econ library. And the girls who used to wear dresses in AS, when we went up, we moved to the School of Economics. You know how the stairs are? Butas-butas. So we decided it's time to junk our dresses and wear jeans. Today, we had a gathering of people whom we hadn't seen in 50 years. People whom we wouldn't even recognize if we met them in the streets. And what was so interesting is that many of them wouldn't come for this big celebration kasi wala silang kilala. So you know how it feels when you enter a room and you don't really know anyone. And we decided, let's have our own little gathering today, and then we will join the group tonight. However, what are our age brackets? We're in the 70s, okay? 70-year-olds. And they were saying, sige, magpe-perform sana kami. Magpa-practice kami ng pipit to give you an idea of the songs. And Manny Esguerra was supposed to accompany us. He's very, very good. Kaya lang, by the time our party wound down, puro low-bat na sila. So they said, sorry, but thank you, guys. They would have wanted to be here if their energy levels were higher. So there's one thing I want to share with you. When you reach our age, no, we're like 70s. In preparation for our reunion, I took a poll of everybody. So, since UP School of Economics is economics, about 80 or 90% of our graduates went to government service. And the bigger draws were NEDA. That was the big thing. If you're an Econ graduate, you go to NEDA. NEDA, and then there was new National Manpower Youth Council, NMYC, which is now TESDA, right? And many of us ended in UN. The UN, a lot of them got to the UN, UNDP. Many were assigned to different parts of government, different parts like DOLE. In fact, the undersecretary now of DOLE is our classmate. So, but many of us are also retired. So when they look back at the ages that you are in right now, we understand. There's a world there waiting for you to make a difference, to prove yourself, to earn money, to show your parents, to show your classmates. But as you go through the different stages of life, you will see. One of us just we asked everybody to speak, okay? And he said, I didn't want to join government, but I wanted to join private sector, and I did so well, but I almost died. He was comatose for a long time, right? And he said that it had totally changed his perspective. Sometimes it takes an incident like that to make you aware of what the important things in life are. You need the balance, and you need to recognize who is really important. God, family. And then he says you forget all these things that kept driving you to go to work and fill up those deadlines and make an impression on your boss. You must always remember, always be rooted. Because sometimes, and many of them are saying, oh, I'm so happy that I'm retired now. I can spend time with my grandchildren. I can do volunteer work. Many of us are doing volunteer work. Pinky, Pinky is tutoring. Magkasama pa tayo sa tutor. We tutor the poorest readers in Balara Elementary School. For me, that's just once a week, but it's very fulfilling. So don't forget those things. Don't forget those things as you try and make your mark in the world and climb up the ladder. There's something beyond you that you have to think about. And don't try and stress yourselves out too much. Just remember what it is all about. As you reach our age, you will realize it, but maybe you won't have to wait that long. You can make a difference, and you don't have to sow negative seeds. You have to sow positive seeds everywhere you go. Just a smile will make a difference. You are the School of Economics. And do you know when we went to Vincent's Hall and spoke with the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, yung pinakamayaman daw na school department sa buong UP are School of Economics, BA. And they get so many applications because UP is free, right? Free tuition. But there's so many students who can barely go to school because they don't have enough money for food. They don't have enough money to pay for their allowances. So they put up an Each Scholar Fund, which they check very diligently. They're almost like DSWD. And we discovered that, and we were heartbroken to find out may nagugutom. For me, it's non-negotiable. You have to help these kids go through life, be able to survive. And for them, like a beautiful building like ours is like, they can't imagine. They can't imagine. They just need to go through and earn and get something to support them to just make a meal of the day. So we like what you're doing, and our group has decided to support and feed the poor students and still leave something for the School of Economics. So we wish you well in your journey. We hope you remember these things when you reach our age, and don't forget the important things in life. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Miss Mapet.
Thank you, Mapet.
Actually, isa lang tanong ko kay Miss Mapet.
Ano?
Ma'am, what's your secret to your beauty?
Yeah,
Ma'am,
still looks...
your husband. Okay, where's Eki?
Where's
Eki?
Eki?
Of course. Eki.
Fountain of youth. The
Fountain of youth. Ma'am, how many years are you married already? How many years are you married already? 43. Okay, all right.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
All right.
Congratulations.
Okay. Before we proceed to the next part of our program, we would
Of
like to
course.
acknowledge the arrival of the President of the University of the Philippines, Attorney Angelo Jimenez.
Of course, to give an inspirational message, we'd like to call on itong presidente natin, di ko alam. Ako pagod looking at his schedule, but
I
he
know.
never gets tired. He always attends all events, pati basketball. Nandun si
Actually,
Gigil.
I first got close to President Jimenez because of basketball. Even
Yes.
before he became president, even before he became regent, or he was always attending the basketball games, and I would
Yes.
always see him there. So, noong time na yun, lose.
Yes.
Magkakasama
Ngayon,
kami.
win-win-win.
Ngayon, win.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
We would like to call on our president.
Attorney Gigil Jimenez.
Thank you. Mayong gabi Merry Christmas. I just rushed from the activity of the College of Engineering and the College of Music right at the University Theater, and they were able to put together the UP Singing Ambassadors, the UP Madrigals, and the concert chorus for a concert composed by an engineer. No. So I was very curious about it, but I really wanted to be here as well. Thinking about economics, I was recently in an international gathering of academics, and the president of the University of Monterrey in Mexico introduced himself, and he said, and I look at him, and he didn't look Hispanic to me, and it turned out he was a Singaporean. And he said, I really admire you Filipinos. Despite all the economic hardships that you encounter, you always believe that tomorrow will be a better day. And I thought that, wow, this is somebody who just approached me in an international gathering and just really wanted to tell me that message. I'm going to meet him again today. No, next year, because I competed, I tried to bid for hosting the first ever meeting of 60 presidents of the Asia Pacific Rim universities. It will happen next year, and it's the first time that we will be hosting about 60 presidents, over 60 presidents representing 2 million students from the best universities in the Asia Pacific region, of which the Philippines, the University of the Philippines is the only member in the Philippines. And hopefully it can add to the time we will chair the ASEAN group. So, but the most surprising thing about economics really is I'm somebody from across the street, right? I mean, from the College of Law. So was Jay. So is Jay, and so is PG. And so is Dennis. Yeah, I'm not really a basketball player. I'm a football player in high school. But I went to the games because I saw that it holds so much promise in terms of creating a sense of solidarity in the University of the Philippines and the country as well. Because it is really a constant reunion of sorts every time you attend that meeting. But the thing is that I remember the words of Churchill. He said, I can never get my mind around economics. So I was just wondering, what if economists rule the world? Will we be better off? But anyway, it was in graduate school that I came across microeconomics again, this time at the National University of Singapore, and I realized that the classic supply and demand curve is not really a curve. It doesn't look like a curve at all. It even defies the laws of geometry. It is more like love. It is more like love. Because the closest distance between 2 points is not the straight line. Or it doesn't even curve. It is the zigzag line. And so this reflects, again, to tie up with our sense that, alam nyo, these are very, very interesting times. And I'm saying it as an understatement. We are once again faced with something that I thought we will not face again, at least in one lifetime. Alam niyo po, sino bang batch 83 dito? Batch 83, ako pumasok sa UP. Ha? 84 kayo, di ba? It was the time in 83 when they shut Ninoy. Galing lang po akong probinsya. Talagang walang alam, no? I mean, and my entire batch was radicalized. And we were the batch who claimed that we were able to oust a regime. And so it was very, very central to our mind. And now I'm beginning to see it. And my main concern right now is that how do you go about this? Sitting where I am sitting today at the center, at least in our world, little world in UP, of all the stress. And you have to return it back in a very logical and in a very stable way. I want you to understand something. A few weeks ago, students were asking for a wellness break. And the faculty was resisting. Because the faculty has to meet a calendar kung i-extend natin, dagdag tayo ng wellness break, dagdag tayo ng reading break, masisira na yung buong calendar natin. And it is something that we have to meet as well despite the crisis. But then again, merong nagsasabi, have you heard about this demand ng mga students, diba? Some students at least. And I saw a cultural divide. I don't think anyone here has spoken to many students and more teachers than I have during the last few years. It's a story. Alam mo yung basic classical reaction ng teacher, ano bang nangyayari dito? Nakakahiya na as students of the National University, they must be able to bear every challenge with fortitude. Dapat kaya natin lahat. We should not be pampering our students. And to our generation, it's kind of embarrassing, no? That in the middle of a crisis, you're looking for a break. Life does not give us a break, right? And we have this notion about the University of the Philippines that builds strong men and women from students. But on the other hand, I was the chair of the UP Student Council, and I will always feel for the students. And I do not just want to dismiss them like that today. You see, we are, and this is a general statement, we are in the cusp of a civilizational shift. Driven by technology, driven by dwindling planetary resources, and driven by a world population that's almost reaching 8 billion. Alam mo, there is a study among deers now that the greater population of deers results in massive deaths, stress. I don't know how to explain that, but we are still in part of the animal kingdom. Also, we did not live in a time of rapid change. Maybe serious political stress, but rapid change, driven by technology. The Homo sapiens today, living today, will experience nothing like the past Homo sapiens has experienced in history. You know, it took over several hundred years for the invention of the wheel to impact our lives. Today, compute power is changing the way we live. And that every child we live today will live a different life than their parents. Whereas before, we can more or less expect to live the same life as our grandparents. Not anymore. So the human mind is subject to such dizzying rate of change, its ability to cope physically is threatened by it. The other thing is that the students today are faced with so much distraction. You know our cell phones? It's an entertainment center. We never had cell phones before, pero hindi tayo late, no? Pag magkita-kita, manood ng sine sa SM North. Saan magkita-kita? Doon sa Cinderella, sa harap. Tandaan ko yung pagkita. Wala namang nalilate doon. Tapos pag malate ka, manood ka ng sine, di ba? Wala namang cellphone, di ba? Pag malate, habol na lang. Alam mo naman ang schedule ng Godfather 3 sa SM3. SM. Pag malate ka, pagpasok mo madilim, how do we know saan nakaupo yung ating mga kasama sa madilim na sinihan? Ganon lang kami, oh. May sasagot to, I don't... I mean, we have all this technology at our hand. So, human technology at our hand. But at any rate, ito yung mga... Second, our students today went through a period that has never faced humans in the entire history of humankind. The first ever global pandemic. Nagkaroon ng academic easing. I was there when we created academic easing. It was that meeting in March 2020 by the board where we suspended everything. Wag lang automatic pass. No? So, yung incomplete, instead of 1 SEM, 2 SEMs tapusin. Yung mga nangangailangan ng number of load, walang babagsak ka. Wala tayong pinapabagsak. Wala lang pass or fail. The difference, of course, in EDSA was that yung February na yung patapos na yung SEM natin. Pero when COVID struck, it was just the start of the SEM. No? So, yun yung mga difference natin. So, these are really, really, and I found out as well that many of our students have sought the advice of psychiatrists for wellness and mental stress. And many of them are resorting to medications as well. Sa panahon natin, beer lang yun, sama-sama, lasing, tapos the next day, we're a little better off. But these are different times. So these are the challenges that we have to face. And these are very, very difficult challenges. And so, the one thing that we're trying to stress here is connection. Connection. The University of the Philippines has always banded about our preeminent values of honor, excellence, and now public service. But binding them together are connections. And these are human things. And these connections are governed not by the intellect, but by the emotions, by the heart. We're talking about compassion, empathy, kindness towards each other. And I realize, and studies have realized, that intelligence is not just IQ today. To survive, we have to master and draw from the inner resources of the totality of the human capacity. And that kindness and empathy and caring are actually forms of intelligence, probably more transcendental than the results of our quizzes and our exams. For a long time, in order to stress the value of academic excellence, we stress excellence. And so we teach to the test, and students learn from what is taught to prepare for the test. But then reality can never be encapsulated in tests. And this is what's happening today. Our world is in a flux. Civilization is changing. We will live different lives soon. Brothers and sisters will be living different lives from each other. And so perhaps this is an important challenge for economists who's always looking at economics, about livelihood and life. But more important, I think, is solidarity. Now, the UP community will survive. I really believe it. The UP community survive because of gatherings like this. It is solidarity natin. We have always drawn strength from togetherness because that is the human condition. We are social animals. And these kinds of activity, and I'm really glad that we're doing this, and I've been attending many alumni gatherings, not because I need to attend, but because I see the strategic value, and I have to be utilitarian about it, of bringing everyone together to renew this very powerful sense of group feeling. That is the definition of solidarity. A sense of group feeling, not governed by academic metrics, but governed by something more essential and transcendental in human nature. And that is the reason why, Jay, I would attend basketball games. I would attend the smallest gathering because I realize that my strength is not so much in making you do what you already know better, but in trying to put everyone together as a united community. And we will survive this. Alam na natin ang challenges sa ating Pilipinas, no? It's very stressful today. Very, very stressful. And you know what? When I introduced student wellness program 2 years ago, nagreklamo mga professors, bakit sedante lang? Mas matindi ang mga psychosis at neurosis namin mga professors. And I realize now, 2 years later, how true it is. So, kasali naman po. At today, many of our community were struck by floods in Cebu, earthquakes in many parts, and they're demanding assistance as well. They're still demanding, professors too. And so we're trying to arrange what resources we have to respond to this, including financials. And so these are all swirling around us, but we must not stop from coming together and to renewing ties. And so this is how I value this thing. So thank you very much, PG, and na-express nila. This is the reason why I really have to go out there and reach out to our community. Because I know that you would know better than I would on the things that you're already doing. But I can only hope to put everything together and help us cope. Our goal natin, ang goal natin talaga is to make the Philippines last at least 100 years more and UP to last 1,000 years more. Try to understand that. So,
yes.
the University of the Philippines for the next 1,000 years. Because our nations can be redefined, but hopefully the university spirit will forever be more sustainable, lasting, and durable. And hopefully, this institution, and I believe in it, the greatest institution ever conceived of by the Filipino mind, that is the University of the Philippines, will keep every one of us together. And so this is the significance of me coming here. And of course, medyo nasa langit na yata, nasa hangin na yung sinasabi ko. Thank you very much. This is Christmas. This is Christmas. Please enjoy yourselves. Naglalagari lang po ako, but I'm really enjoying myself.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Paj.
Thank you, Paj.
Thank you, UP
Happy
President Gigi Jimenez.
Yes, thank
Big
you.
round of applause. Alam nyo, may sikreto kung hindi nyo alam. Nag-reunion ng Eraserheads dahil kay Paj. For the first time, no, last year.
Well, actually, yung sa mga concerns ni Paj about our future, we all know naman the issues we're facing now.
Okay.
I still think it's a hopeful thing.
Okay, let's...
And ang isa pang hopeful thing is ang hope na manalo sa raffle.
Yes. No, but before that, I
Ubusin na
think
natin.
we'll go first to the most important part of the program.
Yes, okay. The most important part of the, well, one of the most important part of the
Yeah.
programs. Okay, the UP School of Economics Alumni Association, one of its main programs is the Scholarship Foundation. We have scholars. And to better explain and to introduce our scholars, may we call on Miss Lorena Liamzon,
Lorena, one
Board
of
of
our
Trustee
trustees.
of the UPSEA.
The hardworking Lorena.
Okay. Ano pa-adjust? Okay. Thank you. Good evening. I'm heard? Okay. All right. UPSEA supports the scholarship program in 3 ways. Okay. First is computer banking, where the alumni donate laptops or laptop units loaned by the students throughout college. When they graduate, they have the option to return the unit or buy it at a depreciated rate. Currently, this semester, we have 24 units on loan. The second way is through data allowance. So, UPSEA gives 399 pesos per month to help students with their research in online classes. We have 11 data allowance recipients for this semester. Sorry. Last but not least are the stipends, okay? So we send 5,000 pesos per month or 25,000 pesos per semester, or in 1 year, that's 50,000, to assist the scholars in their daily expenses. And this semester, we have 45 scholars. And we are able to help them through the generosity of our donors and sponsors. Maraming salamat. Okay. Thank you very much for responding to the call to give back. And hopefully, we will have more. Every Meet the Scholars event, which is tonight, we are able to solicit donations for the scholars in kind. We call them loot bags. Every year, the loot bags get heavier thank you to our donors. Actually, tonight, each scholar will get 2 loot bags. Thanks, President Mian and the other sponsors or donors. Okay, to everyone who has adopted a scholar in any of the 3 ways, we are deeply grateful. And now, we will present a video of the scholars. Okay? And then while the video is playing, okay, may we request the scholars to stand up, all of them. There are plenty tonight. Ang dami, di ba? Nakakatuwa. So we are acknowledging their presence. Go ahead. Thank you to Tatiana Aguya. She's one of our scholars also, and she's our assistant. for preparing their video. Thank you very, very much. And to the scholars, please coordinate with Tatiana later for your 2 loot bags. All right. And to everyone here, enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorena. Thank you for that. Just to clarify, those are goodie bags.
Yeah, actually,
Hindi ho siya loot.
I helped in
Okay.
the loot bags.
Yeah. No, goodie
Soil
bags.
Spice, meron doon, kung
Okay.
if you're part of the army, BTS Army, I think you'll be very happy with the loot bags.
Okay, and of course, we have ice cream at the back, courtesy of batch 1975.
Yes, ice cream.
Yes. Dirty ice cream.
Later,
Dirty
I'd want
cream.
ice cream.
Okay.
Thank you, Batch 1975. Thank you, Ms. Moppet.
All right.
Okay,
Congratulations, our scholars.
next.
Okay.
We'd like to
Almost
call.
done.
We'd like to call on Paolo Azurin.
Paolo Azurin.
Now this is the time.
Let's go,
wherein
Paolo.
Batch
Congratulations.
2000 will now have their presentation.
Yes. The turnover, the donation.
Actually,
Okay.
Tatiana helped us out.
Okay.
With that AVP. So if we can ask the
Nag-picture taking eh.
Wala naman akong nais banggitin, di pag-uusapan lahat na nangyayari sa atin. Pagkatapos ako lamunin at suyuin ang panahon, pati sa panaginip di man lang uminahon. Sadyang gusto ko lang naman tanongin ang iyong mata na madalas nagsisinungaling. Ang galing parang kahapon na mahal mo ako. Hindi inaasahan ganito ka magbabago. Pero kahit ganito, naiisip mo Lord. Sa moaw, sa makinhawa, nais kang makasama. Saan ka?
Thank you everyone for coming tonight. So this, as you know, this homecoming was delayed because of climate change. It was supposedly for September. And I know it's holiday season, so everyone's busy. So we really appreciate people showing up here today. It also actually is providential because we just decided to have the scholars with us. No? What I would like to say is, I guess, I just want to share a short story of something that's the most Econ thing I've ever experienced. So last year, PSED invited a bunch of alumni, including myself, to attend their anniversary in the BSP. So when I walked into the room, it was such an impressive room. So there was BSP Governor Eli was there, monetary board member si Professor Medalla, si Romy, si MBM Romy, DepDev Secretary Balisacan, Professor Balisacan was there, MBM monetary board member si Prof Ben was there, MBM Leia was there from the BSP, and Secretary Mena. No? So in total, by my count, there were 4 central bank governors, 9 cabinet secretaries, all in one room. And they weren't even the guest of honor. So there was Prime Minister Virata, Dr. Jerry Sicat, and Dr. Jaime Laya, who were really the stars of the night. So just to show how important this alumni network is to us. And in fact, the first thing that came into my mind was, what am I even doing in this room? So, and I think that's classic Econ. No? So this is one thing that I want to, actually this is a special message I want to give to the scholars who are here with us tonight. You're now part, or you will be, if not already, part of this alumni group. And having meet the scholars tonight brings together 3 of the functions of OPSEA. The first one being fellowship with alums. The second is helping the School of Economics, which you heard from Dr. Joy. And then last is supporting the scholars. So what I would say is, you'll be part of a very, very, very important network. And I hope you find that very valuable as you move forward in your student life and in your career. I guess before I turn this over, I just like to shine a light upon my batchmates. No? A lot of them couldn't come because obviously it's very busy. It's busy season. But I'd like to acknowledge Glowy and Diane. Glowy was, without this, honestly, without Glowy, I don't think this would have happened, considering the delays and everything. And Diane for the wonderful styling. And we'd also like to acknowledge, I just, as I said, like to shine the light upon some of our batchmates who have made big contributions. So, apart from the network that I already mentioned in our batch, we have someone who went to Yale, someone who went to Harvard, someone who went to NYU, someone who went to INSEAD, NUS. We have a professor in Notre Dame in the States. We have government officials. We have a commissioner in one of the government agencies, several lawyers, high-level lawyers, several international and local marketing executives, people in technology, people in Econ, people in the academe, social media celebrities, celebrity photographers, teachers, people from all over the world, US, Singapore, and Europe. And these are the people who make a difference in the world, and I like to shine a light upon them. I'm sure I missed out on a lot of them, but I'm really proud of the batch that we have. And lastly, I guess to close, to our scholars that you're here today, when I was asking the question, do I even belong into this room? I just want to tell the scholars, welcome to the room. So you're now part of this wonderful community. And to the alumni, actually, to the alumni, kasi we always call it Econ, UPSE. I remember one of the faculty when I was in grad school here, don't call it Econ or UPSE, call it the school. So welcome back to the school.
Thank you.
And I guess last na lang before
Sure.
So on behalf of the class of 2000, it's not much, but we have there 3 artworks that we'd want to turn over to the school. It's care of Gallery Joaquin. So you can feel free to take a closer look. It's special because, well, Jack Chotico made it such that the Sablay has year 2000 there for our batch. And it's a small gift, and we hope this at the very least adds to what we're already building here in the school. Thank you.
Thank you, Paolo. So again, one big round of applause for Paolo.
Yes.
Nakahinga ka na, Paolo.
Quadruple duty. Also,
finally.
Rest,
All
relax,
right.
it's done.
Okay, Peach, what's the next in the
We'd
program?
like to call on si Miss Rose.
Miss Rose San Pascual.
Yeah, that this also serves
The
as
one,
an
the
annual
only.
members meeting,
The only
which by law
Rose.
includes the election of the board, the additional, di ba? The 5. Take it away, Miss Rose.
Salamat. Salamat, Jay. Salamat, PG. Magandang gabi sa ating lahat at happy alumni homecoming. I am here again in front of you to do my annual task. I have to announce your new 5 board of trustees. Okay, to begin with, this is not in any particular order. The first one is Mr. Antonio Roque Paderanga, BSBE Batch 1981. Number 2, Lorena Relova Liamson, BSE 1998. The third one, Mr. Benjamin Felipe Tabios, BSBE 1979. The fourth, RJ Fernando Angeles, BSBE 2004. And finally, we have Miss Patricia Galang de Jesus, BSE 1992. And that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you next homecoming. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Rose. PG, you're back. You're back.
Parang yung sa final fight ng Miss Universe, ako huling tinawag.
Parang Miss Universe.
Oo, di ba? Yung parang, Philippines.
Yes.
Tapos biglang ako.
Miss Philippines. All right, Peach.
Well, thank you very much for the vote of confidence.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to the next 3 years again.
Okay.
Di ba? Sabi ko,
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Okay. All right, Peach.
Sure. Anyway, malapit na. We're at the home stretch, okay? Uy, si Kip. Hi, Kip. Okay. Si Bim. Ito pala. Ito, kayo. Hi, Gigi.
RJ
Hi,
is here in the house.
Hi, Bim.
RJ.
Hi, RJ. Si Kip.
The men and women behind
Okay,
basketball.
and the finale. Meron pa?
Okay, the finale. Before that,
Before
please
meron pa?
do not leave after this because we have big program after this.
Anong program?
Dancing.
Ay, dancing.
PG will start the dancing. We have 2 dancers who will dance with us.
Now na?
All right? Later.
Akala ko
Okay,
now
don't
na.
leave. Enjoy the ice cream. We will all dance.
Okay, but, sige. Ito na,
Okay.
pwede na to. Pwede na to.
Pwede na.
Pwede
All
na.
right.
Okay. The work is done, Paolo, but not yet. And also Miss Moppet. Where's Miss Moppet?
Yeah, to do the turnover.
Your last duty
Yes.
for this homecoming is to turn over the headache to the next batch who will now do this. So
Come
can
on.
we call on Paolo and Miss Moppet?
Yes.
And
Come on.
also the representatives from next year's jubilarian batch, 76 and 2001.
Yes, come on up the stage.
For the symbolic handover by batches 75 and 2000 to next year's jubilarian batches 76 and 2001.
In the meantime, table number 10 wins a cake.
Ay, abusin na natin. And last.
Binunot ko na. Table number 10 and one more. Oh, habang kinukuha ni Paolo ang mace.
Si Claudine pala.
And table number 6
Oy.
wins the other cake.
I don't know if I should be happy or sad.
Tama. There. Table number 6 are scholars and table number 10. All right. To do the turnover.
Ano ba ito? Parang Olympic.
Drum roll, please. All right. There you
Hey!
go. The mace. Parang change in presidency.
Oo nga.
Huh?
Okay,
Alright.
Claudine, batch 2001, and is now Paolo is now handing over all the tribulations,
Yes.
headache, di ba? Anxiety, di ba? To
Dragging
you, di ba?
your batchmates.
Dragging your batchmates, di ba? So, worrying about the logistics to you. So, I congratulate you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
For winning.
Good luck, good
the
luck.
Opsea Maze. All right. And Peach?
And that is now done. Magka-courtesy na ako.
No, before that,
di ba?
we start with the music. So let's call on...
Hindi, may group pictures pa. O, mamaya na.
Okay. Of course.
Ay, hindi. Sabi ni Dennis, may group pictures.
first.
Wala tayo magagawa
Okay,
dyan, ha?
Before that, we'll do this very orderly because the man himself, the photographer, Dennis Gurecha, will take the pictures. Batch 2000, please. Come up the stage first.
2000.
Batch 2000. Come on.
Congratulations, batch 2000. Well done.
Congratulations. We know that feeling. We know that feeling of organizing. Come on up the stage. With UP President Gigi Jimenez, can we request you, sir, to go up the stage to join batch 2000? Ayan, privileged. With the UP President, batch 2000. Okay, let's go in the middle. All right, congratulations. Congratulations. And President Gigil will join you in your
Pag.
picture.
Huwag na lang. Hanap ko.
Okay, Dennis Gurecho, take it away.
Wait lang. Ito na si Padge. Wait lang.
And Padge, of course. Padge. Yan. All right, Padge. Wow. What a privilege. Wow, may paluhod-luhod pa. Okay, yan naman. Yan ang tunay na photographer. Ha? All right, look at that.
Pero yung sa batch 75, golden.
Okay, Padge, if you can stay there. Can we invite the scholars to go up the stage and have a picture with the UP? Come on. Let's go up. You are very lucky you have the photographer of UP since the 1960s. Come on up, our scholars. Congratulations with the UP President.
Ang cute nila.
Oo. Bakit sila mukhang tao? Tayo nung bata hindi ganyan.
Hindi, oh.
Ha?
Speak for yourself.
Ano nun?
Uy, ikaw, di ba, ikaw nga meron kang pampered.
Yan eh.
All
right. Wow, we have so many scholars, no? Congratulations si Tatiana dito. Hello, Tatiana. Join us here.
O
Trustees,
sige, even the
you're
trustees.
next. Trustees, you're next. And then we'll call by batches. All right?
O sige, trustees with scholars, please. Those who want.
Okay. Trustees also join with the scholars. Dito na tayo sa baba. Upo tayo. Trustees. Okay, trustees. Where is... ayun, Irma, Bob, Raquel, where are you?
I don't know where
Justin, are you here?
Sila Irma.
Okay, PG. All right, there's Bob. I see him. Where is Raquel? I don't see Raquel. Are you here? Okay, boys na. Peach boys.
Yeah, you can do it online. Nandito na agad.
All right. Yan talaga ang tunay na photographer. Si Dennis Garecho. Remember the name. The one. The only. At kailangan may UP fight.
Kung wala kang picture with Dennis, you weren't there.
You're not there without.
Eva!
Holy. Without Dennis Garecho. Everybody shout, UP fight! Yes. Okay, video. UP fight. All right. UP fight. Parang.
Matatalo tayo sa ano sa
Matatalo
bayang
tayo sa
pigkasan.
game.
Sa sabayang
PG, ikaw mag-call.
pigkasan.
1, 2, 3. UP fight.
Hindi pa rin. Hindi pa rin.
All right. UP fight.
Bakit as... Ayun.
UP fight.
Ayun.
All right.
Yes!
Next batch. Batch 1975.
Okay, alumni t-shirts by 1975 are for sale. Okay.
UPSC alumni shirts are for sale. Mapet, picture
Sa Miss Philip.
with the UP president. Ano, wala naman si Batch. Ayun.
Final.
Batch 1975. Are you still here? Mapet, you want a picture with the UP president? You had your picture with it. Okay.
We'd like to call on Miss Muppet and her batchmates, 1975.
1975 with Patch.
With Patch.
UP President, 1975.
Where are the others? Batch 1975, please. Nag-iisa lang si Muppet.
Okay. In the house is Miss Eva Tamlaco.
Oo nga, Eva Tanlaco. Nagulat ako sa'yo. Ano masasabi mo?
All right, batch 1975.
Eva Tanlaco.
Isa lang, pero
Huling-huli nga ako.
Miss Muppet looks only 30 years old. Wow, look at that. And her secret is her husband. Okay, batch.
Ito lang. To be easy, we call on by decades the batches. So those who graduated in the 90s, in the 90s,
90s, come on, Giselle.
please come up.
Ian,
Sama tayo doon.
Kokoy, Eva, Bim, RJ.
Okay.
RJ. Okay. Akala ko si RJ Jacinto na dyan.
90s,
Alam
mga
mo,
batang
kanina pa ako
90s.
Kanina pa ako Alright, let's go up the stage. Come on, join. Please. Noe, the Luna in the house.
I know, right?
Noe.
Ito alam ko, mga 90, 92, 91, 93, 94 ba? Anyway. Okay.
Hey.
369, the goose drink wine, the monkey chew tobacco on the street car line, the lion broke, the monkey.
Okay, unahin natin yung mga mas na matatanda naman na batches.
Batch.
Clap, snap, clap, 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 snap, clap, clap, clap your hands and dance to the music.
Okay, next.
Next.
Batch, 70s. Anyone from the batch 70s?
1970s.
70s.
Ma'am Sally.
After 70s and 80s.
Sally, come up the stage. Batch 1970s. Wow.
Wow.
Ang dami nyo ho talaga palagi. Every year. Batch 1970s. Kompleto ho ito palagi. In fact, sila ho ang mamayang sasayaw. Santi. Yun. 77. Ma'am Sally, come on up the stage for a picture with the UB President.
Meron pang 80s.
Okay, batch 70s. Come up the stage. Move over here. Sorry, sa kabila po. Dito po sa kabila. You can stay here. The other side. Alright. Wow, batch 70s. The decade. Alex. Alright.
Hindi, 80s. 80s. Anyone from the 80s?
Batch 80s. Dodgy, come on up the stage.
Ayan.
Jeff. Thank you. Batch 70s. Thank you, Ernie.
80s. Last na to.
Alright, 80s. Kita ko si Dodgy. Si Jeff.
Dennis, huwag na yung group kasi may banda.
Ang tipid ng 80s. Hindi, sila Bob. O yan o. Sila Jeff. Yan.
Alright.
80s sila Mayet. 80s.
Next will be
The
batch
2000s. The year 2000s. Last. 2000 and above. Lahat na kayo. Balik. Ito. Last na to.
The
Dennis, wag na.
millennials.
Nagmamadali
The
na for the song.
The millennials yan.
The millennials.
2,000 above. 2,000 above. Alright, thank you. Batch 2000. Come on up the stage. And above. 2000 and above. Last batch. 2002. Alright. JR in the house. Justin, Ina. 2,000
Ito na nga,
and above.
2,000 above. 2,000 above.
Sama na kayo dito.
Oo, kasi
Come on up
yung banda.
with the president.
Oo nga, parang galit na ayaw atang makasama ni Ila yung mga 2000s.
Alam nyo,
2,000 above kasi wala tayong time.
magpa-picture na kayo kay Patch. Baka maging senador yan someday.
Aba.
We need good leaders. Kunyari, magkakilala kayo. Yung medyo mag-akbayan naman. Oo. Yan.
Siguro naman, some of you nagkaabutan.
Yan. What a smile. Yan.
Man, di ba?
What a beautiful smile.
Plakadong-plakado.
Alright. Okay.
And, are we done?
Wait, wag ka dyan. What a beautiful smile. Yes, batch 2000 and above.
Okay.
Y2K.
And now, introducing.
Your paycheck don't mean that much to me.
All right. Go, JR.
JR, Kip.
Hold me tight.
Si JR, tsaka si Kipo.
Okay.
Kasi
Thank
ilaw.
you. Thank you, everyone. Please stay behind. We have music and dancing. Thank you to UP President Paj. Gigi Jimenez, thank you.
And that is a wrap, folks.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. So it's now time for music and dancing, line dancing.
Yes.
Eva.
Congratulations, Paulo.